I'm Dave Mulvaney. I'm here with Mike Godwin. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
It's going to be our first recap video of the wiffleball season.
It's not looking good for some people.
Now, some people are going to have to hear about it, but
I didn't play, so I can tell all I want.
You will be playing.
Anybody.
You will be playing. I think you play tomorrow.
Yeah, I played tomorrow, but this video will be up.
We'll get to you when we get to previews, because I mean, clearly you have no stats at this point. You just kind of hang around after the games and just try to strike you out when they're already tired. All right, so let's go right into it. We'll start with last week's Wednesday's games. We have Kakambas versus Breaking Balls.
All right.
Final score of this game: Breaking Balls won in a thriller, 7-6.
You can't ask for, as a fan, you can't ask for a better game.
You know, I was lucky enough to be the one doing the stats for this. That's how I know they're all.
Did you kind of jump up in your seat? Like,
I was excited.
Was that exciting?
Let me just run this down for you. All right, game started. Kakambas pretty much led most of the game, 2-0 early on, and then Breaking Balls was able to hit a couple home runs to get on the board. But Kakambas pitcher Justin Cantrell did all he could.
I see he threw 123 pitches.
He did. That's probably going to be around average for a wiffle ball game. I think we're looking at around 120 to 130 pitches if you pitch all 5.
Well, I'm not sure. I won't say anything. I mean, I'm done with the jokes about myself. Not really jokes.
They are jerks. That's exactly what they are. But let me get back to Justin's pitching real quick. You already mentioned he threw 123 pitches, 77 balls, 46 strikes. What do you think about that ratio?
I think it's got to be a little better.
What would you look at? What would you think would be?
I'd say
number?
for wiffle ball, it would have to be, I would say 50-50 is good.
You think 50, but you can throw 5 balls. So wouldn't you try to work it late in the count? Make them chase a couple times?
Yeah, but you also have to throw 5 balls.
Right.
That's,
I don't know. I don't think that's a bad ratio. I mean, I don't
I'm
like.
saying 50-50 is good. I think that's as good as you're going to get is 50-50.
Okay. Well, Justin gave up 6 earned runs. He gave up 6 hits, 8 walks, 5 Ks. That's not bad. Averaging 1 inning.
Walks definitely got to come down. You can't have 8 walks.
Yeah, you want to try to avoid that. I mean, first game though. First game.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of problems with the 5 strikeouts.
I'm here to pick apart the stats. That's all.
Now he did give up 2 home runs, but that's going to happen in wiffle ball.
Does it feel too short or what?
No, I mean if you leave that ball hanging out there,
You just got
somebody's going to get a hold of
to
it.
tip your cap sometimes, right?
Now let's check in Kakama's batting, and then we'll get talking on breaking balls. We look up. Justin, 3 runs, 1 hit, and 3 walks.
1 for 6 on.
Well, it ends up being, 1 for 3, right? There's 3 walks on
Oh
the
yeah,
ground.
1 for 3. Yeah, I was looking at plate appearances.
But he
So
also
1 for 3 is pretty good.
Justin had a home run himself. Big 3-runner, I think
Did
it
he?
was. I think so.
This
Yeah,
wasn't enough. If it was a grand slam, it would have been an extra innings.
it's true. And you know what? He had an opportunity late, but I'll get it. I'll get into that in a
Yeah, I
minute.
saw that on video.
We look at Tommy Chris. He had another one of their home runs. Kakambas had 3 for the game. Tommy, he was 5 plate appearances. He was 1 for 3 in the game.
Yeah, I kept hearing about how he's some big wiffle ball hitter.
I told you he's more of a slow pitch wiffle type player.
I guess 1 for 3 is not bad. You're hitting 333, but
For some reason, he thinks he's a switcher. He kept trying to switch sides of the plate when it's the same pitcher. Does that make sense?
I mean, I guess if you're struggling from one side of the plate, you want to switch it up. Then it makes sense. But yeah, normally you would bat if you're facing a righty, you would bat lefty. If you're facing a lefty, you bat righty.
Well, I mean, the pitcher they were going against was just righty, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Who knows what that guy's thinking?
we look at Joe Pawlowski, 1 for 5. Took 2 strikeouts.
2 strikeouts, a bomb.
He also had a home run.
So all their runs came via the home run.
Yes.
Now what happens if they face like a good pitcher?
That's not going to get up home runs?
Yeah, they're going to score runs.
I think they could struggle.
I think they see a good one tomorrow, but We'll save that for the preview.
Now, next up, we look at Trevor Brown, which
Oh,
was Trevor even at this game?
Trevor. I saw him petting his dog pad.
Maybe a little less focus on the dog, a little more focus on the wiffle
Maybe
ball.
leave the dog at home.
I mean, we love pets. We love pets in the game.
We are pet friendly.
But you need to have someone else there to watch the dog so you can focus on the wiffle ball. But yeah, he got walked once, struck out once, and doesn't look like he
didn't
really
bring much to the
hits.
table.
Now we look at Eric Kowalski, Joe's brother. He subbed with John Roman. So John Roman started the game. Johnny, I'll give him a pass this week. He struggled early, just a little bit.
Yeah, why is he on?
I'm not sure. But he paid me off to take it. Price was right, so it's kind of like it never happens.
Wait, so they had 4 hits.
Eric only batted, I think. I think he only batted 1 or 2 times. So there's other bats. It's like them combined.
This 1 for 5 is Eric
and John. And I think Eric was actually 1 for 2.
Okay.
And then John was the 0 for 3.
So they had 4 hits as a team, 3 home runs. 3 home runs.
Is this team gonna live and die by the home run?
I didn't think that was possible in this sport. I guess it is.
Now let's take a look at breaking balls. I don't know where to start, but you know what? I've picked on John Rodolsky so long in basketball. I'm not gonna pick him on any wiffle ball, not just yet. But they had where's their pitcher at?
Where is their captain, first of all?
Yeah, Chris Rohrer. I really have to question his dedication to the team.
Man.
Do you think he'll even show up this week?
Maybe, since they got a win.
Without him, what if they shows up
that's true.
and they lose? You think they just cut the captain? You think they cut the captain?
Yeah, I would.
Now we look at their.
What's that called when?
Give them their papers.
No, I'm talking business wise. When majority owner can kick the other dude out.
Yeah, and you know what? As of right now, the rest of the team has a say in what goes on.
Yeah, they have majority ownership.
Now let's look at the pitching for breaking balls. We had actually pretty similar to threw a few more pitches, 136. RJ actually struggled early, but as the game went on, he seemed to get better and better. He gave up the 3 home runs. We already talked about that. 82 balls, 54 strikes. I'm trying to think. I think a number of maybe 70 balls and around 50 strikes, I think is what you want to go for.
I already told you what I think.
I'm just saying. He gave up 6 earned runs. He gave up. We always talked about that. And he only 4 hits, 7 Ks to 6 walks. I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
I like that.
Strikeout to walk ratio.
RJ actually finished this game. One of the players on Kakambas was up. Bases loaded, 2 outs. I mean, pretty much. RJ walks him. It's tie ball game. We're going to the next
Are you
innings.
scared to say that player's name?
Oh no, not at all. I'm trying to cut him a break because it was the first game, and he had double duties because he was also pitching.
I don't want to hear any excuses.
I'm just telling you the scenario. It doesn't matter their names.
You gotta be big time in that situation. That's a big time situation. Big time players step up in big time situation, buddy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But we'll give him a pass.
RJ won the battle. RJ won the battle.
He did.
End the game for them.
Big time pitcher.
RJ starts off getting a win for the season.
Comes up with a strikeout.
Yeah. No, I agree. He played big for them. If there's a pitcher on the mound that you want to win you the game in that kind of situation, right now RJ's the go-to pitcher.
Right.
Now let's look at breaking balls batting. We have Kyle, who's RJ's brother. He was 3 for 4. That's a pretty nice day.
Leading the league.
Lead off
actually,
hitter.
no. He's not leading the league because I think Jeff Walters went 6 for 6.
Jeff Walters did his thing. We'll get to that next.
We'll talk about that.
Mike Rower.
0 for 5.
You know what?
He had an RBI though.
You think Mike should maybe consider getting the big red bat and trying to sneak it in?
I don't think that'll work, but he can try. The one that goes boom when you hit it.
I mean, you know, maybe lay down the bunt.
The barrel's like it's big.
We have Matt Beatty. He was 2 for 3, 2 runs.
4 RBIs.
Yeah, no bad day for him.
That's what you can't ask for more from your 3-hitter.
Yeah.
4 RBIs.
Now John Rodowski.
What was he doing batting fourth, striking out 3 times?
You know what? I think he's just kind of feeling his way into
Is
this.
he like a strikeout or a home run kind of guy or what?
I think so. I think and he did a lot more of the striking out this past week.
Yeah.
I know I said I was going to give him
We're only
a
giving
pass or leave
We're
him alone,
only
but
giving so many passes out though.
he struck out 3 times, was walked twice. So, would you just tell, if John was on your team, would you tell him, John, just go up there, don't even swing, just hold the bat?
No. Because he's at a disadvantage anyway. Because he's actually
Just say, just go hold it.
Yeah,
just go hold on.
Just
to the
hold.
bat.
Just don't take the bat off your shoulder.
Tony Setting, he was 1 for 4. You look at this. Total in this game, breaking ball 6 hits. Kakamba's only 4. And there was a total of 5 home runs.
Who hit the home run for?
They had Kyle
Oh, Kyle
hit a home run, and
Oh,
Matt Beatty hit a
Matt
home run.
Beatty hit a home run. Okay. Man, I thought that field 2 was the pitcher's park too.
I don't know. I mean, just imagine if they were on the other field.
I know.
Might have been even. Well, no, they didn't get very many hits, so too many more balls would have went out. But just great game to start this opening week off with.
Yeah, that was a good game.
So 7-6.
That was a game for the fans.
Yes, and
Keep
there
the
were so
games.
many fans at this game. Just the hill was just lined with
Not bad.
fans.
Not bad. Rain or shine, the fans show up.
Oh yeah. And we do everything we can to avoid canceling.
Yeah.
But Kakamba starts the season, they're 0-1. And then you have Breaking Ball starting the season, they're 1-0. But 2 evenly matched teams. Like I said, Kakamba's led for most of this game. This could have gone either way. But it went the way of the pitcher this week.
Yes, it did. RJ, big time.
So
Big
next
time
up,
RJ.
let's get into our other matchup. This actually led off opening week, our first game of opening week. Probably the best team name ever created in wiffle ball.
Created by Google.
I did not Google this.
We talked about it.
I didn't Google it.
You say one thing behind the camera and one thing on camera.
I never Googled this name.
Everyone
I
knows
just
you
have
as
such a
phone.
creative mind.
Your phone.
Names like this pop out. Like if you wanted to pay me, I would have came up with a name for your team too.
I came up with it myself.
You Googled it.
No, I didn't.
We know that for a fact.
No.
I think there's even a softball team in this area that has the same team name.
How'd you know that? Because I told you.
Exactly. But this isn't softball. The ball's a lot smaller and comes in a lot faster.
That's alright.
So Whiffin' Ain't Easy went up against Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs led by Dan Berlin.
I'm never gonna say that word
What?
because I can't pronounce it.
You're just gonna say the dogs?
Yeah, the dogs, the R dogs.
The dogs. Let's look at Reservoir Dogs first.
Not much going on here.
Now it's going to be pretty easy to talk about their batting. I'm going to take it easy on them. It was their first time out here. They're still getting used to each other, but only 2 hits. One of them was a home run by Dan Berlin. I gave up that home run myself.
Was it on the floater?
It was, I hung the floater a little too.
If anyone watched the video, there's not much of a scouting report on this guy.
I have
Other
one
than he
go-to.
floats
I
it.
have one go-to pitch.
He's got one pitch and it floats.
It's extremely accurate, and you know what? It has a little bit of movement.
You did get a whiff of the week on it.
I think I got a couple whiffs of the week on. Which stay tuned because the whiffs of the week video will be coming out before our next set of games too. But we look, Brady Wyatt, he was 1 for 6. John,
1 for 2. No,
0 for 2.
4 walks. You can't ask for much more though.
He's getting on base.
Getting on base.
Getting on base.
Guys behind him got to drive him in.
Dan Berlin 1 for 3. And you know what? Sindel made some solid contact on several at bats.
Yeah.
Actually, she got on because of one of my errors, didn't she?
Uh-huh.
Which really probably shouldn't have been an error. It hit the crossbar.
You were
That's legit.
You were like 10 feet away from the goal and you somehow
She was.
popped
I
up.
didn't want to hit her with the ball, so I went high.
Yeah.
She's still standing there. Nothing.
She's been known to do that a couple of times.
You think she's doing it on purpose?
Yeah, I think so. She blocks the backstop so you can't play.
Whatever you got to do to get on base, I guess. Now we look at the pitching. John threw 140 pitches.
11 earned runs. But I gotta give it to him. That first inning, he struggled.
Well,
I think he threw about 70 of those pitches in the first inning.
The first inning, we had to call run limit, 10 runs.
Right.
But the rest of the game, the final score would have been what? 4-3?
Mm-hmm.
So you get rid of that first inning, you got a pretty good wiffle ball game.
First inning's most important inning.
It was their first time out there. You could tell John was just trying to get comfortable on the mound. A lot of walks. Let me see how many walks he had. 9 walks. Gave up 13 hits. Only 1 strikeout. Strikeouts in this game are hard to come by for some reason.
Well,
But 13 hits in a wiffle ball game is pretty impressive.
yeah, I thought it was going to be more of a pitching league since we were fast pitching, but
So far.
so far it's been about even.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not like pitchers, the hitting's dominating either. It's just
True. I mean, I'm sure as the season goes on, the pitchers will just get better, but the batters will too.
Yeah.
They'll adjust. Now, we get to whiffing ain't easy. We look at Paul Mulvaney to start off. He's played a lot of baseball in his day, but I guess his wiffle ball game is not up to par with his baseball game.
yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing.
0 for 4. He's our leadoff hitter. I may have to adjust the lineup this week. He may have
looks
to,
like
he may have to fall back.
He had 3 walks. Looks like 2 of them brought in a run. So it's just like baseball, walks kill you.
Yeah, but I mean, still, I expect him to get some hits.
Me too. But he's
Now-
not on my team, so I expect him not to get any hits.
We look at Jeff Walters,
The MVP,
probably the
yeah.
early MVP of the league right now.
The MVP
6
candidate.
for 6. Got a home run.
He hit a home run.
He was walked once. He was on base every time he got up to bat.
a home run, 2 doubles, and 3 singles.
Jeff also pitched
5
once.
RBIs.
He also pitched. He pitched the first 2
The
innings.
guy's batting 1,000.
You don't
know what?
expect
And
that.
I questioned all that talk. I questioned it.
He shut
He
you
told
up.
me he used to play baseball back in the day. I didn't believe it. I mean, I said, we'll see. And he did shut me up. 6 for 6.
Jeff pitched our.
You know what? I'll give him a pass this week. I don't believe it. I'm giving everyone else a pass.
You can't. No, you don't give. You give a pass when they do bad. You don't like.
No, I'm giving him a pass because he did good.
No, he
Why
did.
can't I do that?
I'm celebrating his game. Now you look. Jeff pitched the first 2 innings. Didn't give up a run. He did throw 20 balls and only 8 strikes. He didn't give up a single hit. So you guys all got the fielding that we had out there. 3 walks.
3 walks. Let's look at Dave Mulvaney's
We can look.
pitching line.
You look at that. There's strikes to balls. That's
See,
right up there around your 50-50 mark.
50, there it is.
That's hard to do though.
But you also do 27 pitches compared to Jeff Walters' 28, who do 1 more inning.
I'd go right after the batter. You're right after.
Obviously not. If you go right after the batter, you're pitching to contact, and you're going to have a low pitch.
I was pitching to contact. Oh, why don't you look at how many errors my teammates made in the field? All right? I don't like to throw my team under the bus, but if they're going to go and affect my pitching, I probably could have been out of that inning without a single run. This goes back to Paul Mulvaney too. I think he might have had 2 or 3 errors in the field. Were you keeping track of errors? Yeah, I got 2 right here. 2 listed. If you look at my earned runs, I only give up 1 earned run because of those errors.
Your ERA's a 5.
It's all right. I'll get it down. I might call myself our closer from now on. Now look, we had Cron in there. He didn't give up any, but 6 strikes, 10 balls. I think the fielders really helped him out, and I think one player on their team hit into a double play. Paul got in there, 17 pitches, 5 strikes, 12 balls. I'm the only one with a positive strike-to-ball ratio.
But I think he... Didn't Paul comment on the YouTube video talking about... Said something about the whiffing ain't easy or something, that closer or something like that?
he might have. He might have. I think he wanted
He
credit.
disguised himself as the hack camp staff.
Now I've seen it all. But yeah, back to the hitting of whiffing ain't easy. Dave Mulvena guy, 3 for 6. I think he had a double in there at some point. Dan Salfis, who, I didn't know what we were going to get out of him.
1 for 3.
But 1 for 3, so we got exactly what I thought we'd probably get out of Dan. And then Karan, 3 for 6. With, how many strikeouts did he have?
He had 1.
Only 1. But I feel like he had some pretty bad whiffs. Was he the only one on our team to strike out? Yes.
Good thing we didn't keep the video of him facing me.
Well, it happens after the game. We're
I
just.
know, but the video was still rolling, so.
But whiffing ain't easy. 14 to 3. Do they look like the most dominant team in the league right now?
No.
They don't look like it.
No.
See, this people aren't gonna be able to take you serious because you can't give the correct answer in this kind of situation.
Yeah. We're giving out passes. I'm giving out a pass for the R Dogs.
I mean, you know what whiffing ain't easy likes to do. They like
We'll
to
talk
jump on
about
you
this.
early. They jump on you early and
You
often.
guys,
We're getting to that.
all right,
That'll wrap up
the 2
our
1
recaps.
teams play this week. We'll see.
That'll wrap up our week recaps this week. We'll get into our preview. Stay tuned for them. They'll be coming up shortly. Anything for you, Mike?
Nothing.
Great first week of wiffleball. We like to get on here. We'll beat up a couple guys, and then we'll talk about some guys that did real good. But there is no really in the middle for us, though.
No.
It's either one or the other.
Yep.
But great games, all the players. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you guys this week.